Hi everyone, it's Christine, your lovable, huggable muse, and welcome to the Vortex. Today, you guys, I'm bringing you my uploads from my downloads, and I'm going to be sharing with you the 8 ways to practice self-love. And it's going to be based on an article that I found in Psychology Today, and I posted it right here for you guys. That way, if you want to recap, you have that for you. So everyone, it is Mother's Day, and I did want to wish every mother out there a heartfelt Happy Mother's Day, especially those that have been such a tremendous impact in my own life. I also especially wanted to give a shout out to my own mother. I don't talk about it much, you guys, just because she's still in recovery, and I do like to respect my mom's privacy, but she has been recovering from a very rare form of sinus cancer in the last year, and it's been somewhat of an ordeal for her and the rest of my family. She was declared cancer-free about a month and a half ago, so we definitely want to celebrate that. It's been a little hard with COVID-19 to go out and visit, so I just really wanted to let her know how much I love her, and I wanted to wish her a very happy Mother's Day. And since this also began, and I will be doing this now, so I'm definitely sending out some healing energy, and I've been doing that pretty much the whole time since this has been happening. So I'm wishing her a very speedy and safe recovery. And I also want to once again wish everyone a happy Mother's Day. And this is a pretty good topic, you guys. You know, the 8 ways to practice self-love, only because, you know, I do talk to a lot of people, and you know, there's always all these problems and underlying issues that we all face. And one of the things I also always suggest to people is, whenever you're experiencing anything from a lack of self-worth to, you know, just an unhappy relationship, I always tell everyone to always go inward and see what's going on in there. Because a lot of times you'll find that really what's going on the outside really is a reflection of what's going on in here. And I'm really happy to be sharing this particular lesson with you guys today. So there are 3 traits to people who practice self-love, everyone. And that's mindfulness, self-kindness, and humanity. So you are not going to be as judgmental when you're practicing self-love. You're going to be very open-minded about a lot of things and the people around you. You're not going to be having that negative story about yourself. You're going to, you know, realize that everyone has their own story and you have yours, and that's going to be okay. You're going to be kind to yourself, everyone. You're not going to be punishing yourself all the time and being so hard on yourself. You're going to realize that you're human, and that all humans make mistakes, and that they're not perfect. And that, if anything, those mistakes you make in life are definitely something you can learn from. And you guys, there's so many benefits to practicing self-love. Besides the fact that you're just going to feel better, this helped me so much, especially when I was going through my own depression. Literally, you will feel less depressed. You're going to just have this optimistic way of looking at life and everything around you, even the problems that you have. So you'll have some resilience to some things and resilience to certain people. You're going to have more healthier behaviors. You probably might start eating a little better. Maybe you'll start exercising more. And that'll just help you feel better about yourself. And a lot of times, especially when it comes to relationships, it can help you have better relationships in life. So you guys, we're going to go over the 8 ways to practice self-love, which is 1, to recognize your experience. 2, accept your feelings. 3, imagine you're your friend. 4, rewrite your negative story. 5, realize we all mess up. 6, forgive yourself. 7, encourage self-talk. And 8, be your own hero or be your own coach. So everyone, let's go through the first one of recognizing your own experience. One of the things they always say is the path to recovery is acceptance. And pretty much when you understand and accept what's going on with you, that kind of helps you in your healing process. So you have to first understand what it is that's going on with you. And there's a lot of resources you can find to do this. I mean, I'll post a few myself, but just recognize what your experiences are. For instance, if you are having a bad relationship with someone, or if you're unhappy about your current circumstances, really dig deep into the actual situation and really dig deep into what's really going on. I mean, a lot of times we think that it's the outside forces that are affecting us, but what we've already found, you guys, with some of my last feeds, is that, everything is within our own control in life. So we just have to kind of shift our own way of thinking if we want the things around us to change. And number 2, you guys, accept your feelings. Now, some people may think, and I used to be like this as well, that's why I even give the example. Some people may have trouble just understanding their feelings. They might, especially the negative ones, you guys, they might not necessarily like or understand feelings like anger, jealousy, hurt, anything of that manner. We might not necessarily understand those feelings, and especially the ones that are more uncomfortable. I do know that there's that tendency to want to run away from them or just stuff them somewhere where we don't have to think about them. But you guys, the path to healing really has a lot to do with opening up those feelings and really accepting them and understanding them and just being able to point them out and go, I know I'm having this feeling, but what am I going to do about it? And that leads us into number 3, everyone, which is treat yourself like your friend. I mean, I know a lot of us, when we're talking to our friends and wanting to help them out, we have so much compassion and this eagerness to want to help them. So you guys, do the same for yourself. When you have an issue or a problem, treat yourself in a kind and loving manner. Talk to your inner self, everyone. Ask the questions like, what's wrong and how can I help you? And, really just have that compassion for you. Because I know that we have so much love out there for everyone else, but I think that a lot of things we don't necessarily have is love for ourselves. And that's just something we can always develop and nurture. So that's definitely something I would love us to work on, especially when we're trying to promote and practice self-love, everyone. And 4, rewrite that negative story. So everyone, we all have a story. We all have this story that's been going on through our lives. And a lot of times that story wasn't even written by us. It was written by the people around us, by the people we grew up around, by our peers, by society. And so there were some times when those stories had a real negative impact on our lives and how we live it. So I challenge you guys right now, rewrite that story and make it the story that you want. Make it the kind of life that you want to live. Because you have that power, you guys. When you're aligned with yourself and you're aligned with Source, not only will that story be written beautifully, but I can promise you, all facets of your life experiences will come together. The people, the kind of experiences you want, the job, the life of your dreams. So pick up that pen and rewrite your story, everyone. And number 5, realize we all mess up, everyone. We're all human. We're going to make mistakes. Don't be so hard on yourself when you do make the mistakes. Just realize that they were made. Change your way you do things, change your way you think about it, and just move on. I mean, that's all I can really say about that one. I mean, there's so many ways you could really go off with it, but literally, you guys, just realize what you did, realize it was wrong, accept it, and move on and just make the changes you need to make so that you don't necessarily make the mistake again. And if you do make the mistake again, you guys, you know what, don't be so hard on yourself. Just keep on doing it. Practice makes perfect. Just keep on keeping on until you get the results that you want. All right. And number 6, everyone, this is so important, is learn to forgive yourself. So I think forgiveness is such an amazing thing. And I know a lot of us are out there and able to forgive other people. But are we really able to forgive ourselves? And not just forgive ourselves for any of the wrongdoing that we do, but also to forgive ourselves for maybe accepting the truth that other people try to put on us, or allowing someone else's truth or opinions about us to affect us in the way that it does, you know, because when we do those things, and this is something I kind of worked with my own life coach, when we're accepting and allowing certain negative things to happen in our lives, we're allowing it, and we're also hurting ourselves. So sometimes we just need to learn to forgive ourselves for some of those things in life that we could really just avoid if we really were just a little bit more conscious of how we were allowing things to come in and affect our lives, everyone. Number 7, encouraging self-thoughts, everyone. I think it's easy for us to be encouraging to other people, but can we really be encouraging to ourselves? Could we be our own friend to ourselves? And I challenge everyone to just say nice, good things about ourselves. For instance, I still fall into these little traps, everyone. I still, every now and then, say, oh God, that was dumb. I can't believe I did that. Or I'm so stupid. Or, you know, just some negative things that we might say. And I catch myself saying that. But nowadays, I do rewire those negative responses. If I ever catch myself saying something that just isn't really nice for me, will just turn around and I'll just make a mental note to actually apologize to myself. Like, you know, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. And that, you know, I reword how I say it. Instead of saying, you know, that was stupid, I'll say something like, well, I'm not going to do that again. I sure learned a lesson. So just learn to take that self-negative talk, turn it into something that's more constructive for you. And, you know, definitely, you know, make sure that you let yourself know that that was just not the right thing to say to yourself. Because I think we might spend more time doing that for other people because, you know, of social norms. But we really just don't do that for ourselves. And that's another thing I really challenge us all to do, is just do some of that loving, encouraging self-talk for ourselves, especially when you're healing, everyone. If your body is just feeling sick, or you're feeling down, or you're feeling depressed, nurture you guys. Give yourself the food that it needs. Go out and exercise and give it the type of motivation it needs to feel good about itself. You know, even if all you can do is just walk around the block and enjoy this beautiful scenery. I really love Austin right now. It's spring, and spring to summer, and oh my God, it's amazing. So I always like to share that with everybody. And number 8, you guys. So the article actually said, you know, be your own coach, but I always want to just basically tell everyone to be your own hero. And I want to encourage you guys to be your own hero, and, you know, don't wait for people to come around and save you, because you have everything. You guys have everything and all that you need to be your own hero and to nurture that in you. And, you know, when you practice that, when you start saving yourself every time you find yourself in this negative talk, or when you go out there and you accomplish things on your own, or when you just do those things that gives you validation, makes you feel like you have self-worth, and makes you feel good about yourself. That is really the part of practicing self-love that is just going to really make you feel so much better. And you guys, when we're practicing self-love, especially when it comes to relationships, because the person that I was speaking with was actually talking to me about this relationship that wasn't going out too well for him. When you're practicing self-love, you guys, that is definitely going to create better relationships for you overall. Because one of the things I can tell you, and this is the same thing when it comes to attracting wealth and money, is when you chase anything in life, you guys, anything from love to relationships to money, when you're chasing it, anything that gets chased, I am sorry, it's just going to run. Because you guys, when you want to attract something to you, you have to become whatever it is you're trying to attract. Because the laws of the universe, the laws in science, the laws of source is like attracts like. So when you can embody love, and when you can show that you can love yourself in just some of the ways we went through today, you're going to be able to reflect that love to someone else. And then you'll start attracting the kinds of relationships and the kinds of things that you want in your life, because you're basically reflecting out to other people. And that's when, you know, when you're ready to do that, when you're ready to embody that, it definitely will attract you the relationships and all the experiences you want in life, everyone. And I'm really, really happy to share this one with you guys today, this lesson, especially with Mother's Day coming around the corner, only because I just realized how important it is and how important this message is to share with other people. So thank you so much for joining me today. If you do like some of my material and you enjoy just some of the things that we talk about, please feel free to follow me and definitely like and subscribe to our YouTube. Other than that, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm always honored that everyone who reaches out to me, you know, shares with me some of their stories. They are so heartfelt and so beautiful. And, you know, I'm so grateful that you allow me to share it with other people as well. So thank you so much, you guys. You have an amazing weekend. Love and light. Bye-bye.